Today's third video for you is firstly, complaints are being seen by some Eritrean individuals living in Ethiopia that they are being barred from leaving Ethiopia. They have their visas from other countries, but their departure from Ethiopia is being delayed. Today, Ethiopian Foreign Ministry responded to these allegations. Does this development indicate deteriorating Ethiopia-Eritrea diplomatic relations? Secondly, we have a new story which is basically a statement from Oromo Liberation Front, political party led by Daud Ibsa. Today released a statement about Volo. We know that in North Shore Zone, Oromia Special Zone of Amhara region, clashes were seen between Oromo locals and government forces, government militias. Now, OLF has released a statement about clashes in Volo and about the ongoing operation against Oromo Liberation Army in Oromia region of Ethiopia. OLF says 80,000 troops are part of the ongoing operation against OLA in Oromia, and some other points too. Lastly, viewers, we know that more than a week ago, two human rights organizations, Human Rights Watch and Amnesty International, released a report, an inquiry report about Western Tigray, Humera, Volkai, Sagede. The two bodies claimed that Amhara forces, Amhara militias were involved in ethnic cleansing of Tigrayans in Western Tigray. And the report mentioned three names that the three persons should be held accountable. One of the three persons is Colonel Demeke Zewdu, who is working as Deputy Administrator of Humera, Volkai, Sagede, Western Tigray. Today, Colonel Demeke Zewdu released a statement. He has shared a list of some individuals. While HRW, Amnesty are saying that Demeke should be held accountable, Demeke has shared a list of some other individuals who he says are involved in genocide, killings of Amharas. We'll have a detailed look at the list shared by Colonel Demeke Zewdu. Firstly, viewers, some complaints are being lodged unofficially. Complaints are being seen that Eritrean individuals living legally in Ethiopia, staying legally in Ethiopia, who want to leave Ethiopia, they are being barred from leaving. It is being said that these Eritrean individuals, they have valid visas from some foreign countries, but Ethiopian Immigration Department is delaying their departure. Today, Dina Mufti, Ethiopian Foreign Ministry spokesperson, spoke about these complaints. He rejected the allegations that Ethiopia is barring Eritrean individuals from leaving Ethiopia. He says there are some issues. Firstly, there are issues related to procedure, that proper procedure is not being followed by Eritrean individuals. Documentation of some individuals is not complete. And there are some security issues as well. So, Dina Mufti denied the reports that government is trying to stop these Eritrean individuals from leaving Ethiopia. He said it's a legal matter, it's an administrative matter. Rules are being followed, but Eritrean individuals, they want to leave Ethiopia immediately. They are showing urgency. That is why they want to immediately leave Ethiopia, but they'll have to follow the rules. Now, does this development indicate any sign of tension in Ethiopia Eritrea diplomatic relations? Because we know that a few days ago, an Eritrean ambassador to Ethiopia completed his term. After that, Eritrea did not appoint an ambassador to Ethiopia. Eritrea appointed a Shogdi Affairs, an in charge to Ethiopia. Ethiopia had announced to appoint an ambassador to Eritrea. Now, Ethiopia is also reconsidering appointment of the ambassador to Eritrea. So, some sources say that there are some diplomatic tensions between Ethiopian and Eritrean governments. And this development could be an indication that tensions are there. Eritrean embassy should intervene if some Eritrean individuals are facing problems. These problems should have been resolved before they are being discussed by Ethiopian Foreign Ministry. If Ethiopian Foreign Ministry is speaking about these complaints, it means there is something wrong. But government denies. Government says it is not delaying the departure of Eritrean individuals from Ethiopia. Secondly, we got Oromo Liberation Front, OLF, political party, seen as political wing of Oromo Liberation Army, has released a statement about the developments which happened in Volo and the ongoing operation against OLA in Oromia. Party's main leaders are still in prison. Daud Ibsa is under house arrest. He was allowed to hold some meetings. He was allowed to travel. But reportedly, he is still under house arrest. What does this party say? The party says that Minilik Project has been launched by Amhara government forces and Ethiopian federal forces. Amhara regional government, Amhara militias, they want to expand the borders of the Amhara region. That is why they are attacking border areas of Oromia, Biji and Tigray. Thirdly, the statement claims that northern, eastern and western parts of Oromia are under attack by these expansionist forces. Again, OLF is making a claim about the presence of Eritrean forces, that they are involved in Oromia. And about Volo, the statement says that Volo Muslims, Oromos, in holy month of Ramadan were killed, they were targeted, their houses were set on fire by Amhara government forces, Amhara militias, and backed by Ethiopian government forces. OLF has shared a number. It says 80,000 troops are involved in the ongoing operation against Oromo Liberation Army. Regional forces, Republican Guards, Eritrean forces, militias, ENDF, number is 80,000 according to OLF. Now, what is OLF demanding? Firstly, it says that all invading forces leave Volo. Secondly, Amhara region, Amhara militias must stop their expansionist activities. Thirdly, it is demanding the withdrawal of Eritrean forces. And fourthly, it is calling upon the regional forces, Afar, Somali, SNNPR, that they must not be part of the ongoing military campaign against Oromo Liberation Army. Now, we shared what was said by OLF. It doesn't mean that we agree with what OLF is saying. Amhara government says that attack on North Shore, Oromia Special Zone, was launched by OLF. OLA, they call OLF OLA. They say that OLA backed persons attacked Amharas in North Shore Zone, Oromia Special Zone of Amhara region, in Shivarobit, in Mulale. in Ataya. The attack was launched by Shane, they call it Shane, not by Amhara forces. But OLF says that it's Minilik 2 project. Amharas want to expand their borders. Now, situation is gradually coming under control both in North Chua and Oromia Special Zone. ENDF deployed there, Amhara forces, Amhara militias are there. Tensions there, but reportedly clashes have subsided in both zones of Amhara region. What about the number shared by OLF that 80,000 troops are deployed to Oromia to fight Oromo Liberation Army? We are not in a position to verify, to confirm, or to reject this claim, but definitely large number of troops is involved in this operation. Lastly, viewers, more than a week ago, two human rights bodies, Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch, released a joint inquiry report about atrocities committed against Tigrayans in Western Tigray, in Humera, Volkaya, Sagade. The two human rights bodies in their recommendations urged criminal proceedings against three individuals, Colonel Demeke Zewdu and two other officers. The two bodies claimed that these three individuals were involved in ethnic cleansing of Tigrayans in Western Tigray. Now, today, Colonel Demeke Zewdu released a statement. He is working as in charge of peace and security of this zone, Humera, Volkaya, Sagade, and he is deputy administrator of this zone as well. He has released a list of some individuals. He says that these individuals backed by TPLF are involved in genocide of Amharas, which happened before the start of Tigray conflict. The list includes several persons. We will share some name with you. Firstly, the list includes the names of former administrators of this region, this zone, like Isaias Tadase, Taku Bata, Samke Sigai. Secondly, security officers of this zone during EPRDF era and before that, Taku Mitiko, Mengistu Hadgo. Thirdly, chief administrators of this zone, Arasko Elimau Tikle Adabe. Fourthly, some ENDF officers were also involved in genocide of Amharas. Colonel Demeke Zewdu says, who are they? General McConnell of Ethiopian National Defense Force, Fisaha Kidano, Alika Teklo Wodi Voilo. And fifthly, some deputy administrators of this zone like Gide, Eznau, Tisfahun, Midhanie, Halika Tekle. So, Demeke Zewdu says that these individuals were involved in detentions, persecution, torture, mass murder, genocide and killing of Amharas during EPRDF era. He is not mentioning the time frame, but he seems to be saying, since he is mentioning TPLF as well, so he seems to be saying that TPLF era and before that, in the area before that, these individuals backed by TPLF were involved in genocide of Amharas in Humera, Volkaya, Sagade. So both sides have now shared some names, but the names shared by HRW and Amnesty, they were shared after some investigation done by two independent bodies. These names have been shared by Colonel Demeke Zewdu. I don't know what is the basis of these claims. Why have these individuals been involved? Though the statement says that that it has all the evidence available. that Demeke Zewdu, Deputy Administrator, and the government has witnesses, electronic evidence, and other types of evidence available about the role of these individuals in the genocide of Amharas. Lastly, the statement says that it will direct regional governments to arrest these individuals. So, what is required, viewers, is an independent, impartial investigation, inquiry into the war crimes, into the human rights abuses committed in this part of Ethiopia, Western Tigray, Humra, Volkaya, Segede. If there is no independent inquiry, we'll keep on seeing this blame game. And secondly, international community is saying that thousands of Tigrayans could still be in detention in this zone of Ethiopia. So these Tigrayans must be released. After that, there should be some investigation. But then question would be, when should be the starting point of the investigation? 1980s, 1990s, Tigray conflict, November 20. When should be the cutoff date and start date? So there are several questions, several complications about these mutual accusations. What needs to be done is that no one should be in detention